Good morning, my dear students, and welcome back to the studies. Yesterday, we were discussing about solar system. Solar system is simply the family of the sun is called solar family. And who are the members of the family of the sun? The members are eight planets, the moon, the asteroids, the meteoroids, all these and satellites, all these are family members of the solar system. Okay, so and we also discussed this picture of solar system in which we see that all the planets, all the eight planets are moving around the sun, and then now we will discuss about the sun. The sun is in the center of the solar system. Okay, it is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. It provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. But that tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is far away from us. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. So, what we find is that in the solar system, the central position is held by the sun. The sun is in the center. Okay. Now the sun is made up of extremely hot gases, and this causes the temperature of the sun is very high. Okay, and on earth we get heat and light from the sun only. Sun is the not only on earth but to all the planets which are there in the solar system get heat and light from the sun only. Okay, here one more thing that you must know, that the sun, the surface of the sun is very very hot, and still we don't feel that heat so much. Why we don't feel the heat of the surface of the sun so much? Because it is very very far away from us. You must remember that the sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth, and this distance is a great distance. Because of this distance, we don't feel the heat of the earth, heat of the sun very much. Okay, though sun is 150 million kilometers away from the earth, still what we find that the sun is the nearest star of the earth. Okay, one more thing what you must know about the sun, that the sun provides the pulling force. It There is some force in the sun through which it pulls all the planets towards itself, and that is the reason that all the planets, all the satellites, I mean, meteoroids and asteroids, all are at their fixed place in the solar system. So it is the pulling force of the sun that binds the solar system. So in a family, what happens? In a family, all the family members live together, isn't it? And there is a kind of fear of punishment if someone doesn't want to live with the family. He wants to he wants to leave the house. Then in that case, he will fear that the head of the family will scold him, and for that reason what happens, that the whole family lives together. The head of the family binds the all the members of the family at one place. And in the similar way, the solar system, which is a family of the sun, all the members of this family are bound together because of the pulling force of the sun. Okay. Now we come to planets. There are 8 planets in our solar system. Okay, and we must remember these planets in order of their distance from the sun. Okay, for example, Mercury is the nearest from the Earth, then Venus comes, after that Earth, then Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Many times what happens that students feel very tough to memorize the name of the planets in order of their distance from the sun. So in order to make it easy, there is a trick. And what is that trick? This remember this sentence. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. Okay, my very efficient mother. How is my mother? My mother is very efficient. And what has she done? She has just served us nuts. So remember this sentence, and all the first letter of all the words is for the planets. In this word my, the first letter is M. M for Mercury. Okay, then very, the first letter is V, and V for Venus. Efficient, the first letter is E. E for Earth. Mother, the first letter is M. M for Mars. Jupiter, the just the first letter is J, and J for Jupiter. Now served, the first letter is S, and S for Saturn. Now us, the first letter is U. U for Uranus, and the nuts, the first letter is N, and N for Neptune. So we find that there are 8 planets in the solar system, and these planets, what they do, they always keep moving around the sun, and they move around the sun in a fixed path. These paths are elongated. The path is not a circle one, but it is elongated. Okay, and this is called, this path is called orbit. Mercury is the nearest planet to the sun. Okay, and how many days Mercury take to complete one round around the sun? It takes 88 days. Okay, thus planet Mercury takes 88 days to complete one round around the sun. And then there is one more information regarding Venus. Venus is considered as Earth's twin. Earth and Venus are called twin planets. Why they are called twin planets? Because their size and shape are very much similar. They both are very much similar in their size and shape. Okay, so जैसे in you must be must have saw you must have seen that twin brothers or twin sisters, they have same size and shape. So in that way, the Venus is called Earth's twin. Okay. Now, there is one more thing to know, that till recently, actually, till August 2006, what we find is that Pluto was considered a planet. Till August 2006, there were considered to be 9 planets. Okay, and the ninth planet was Pluto. Yeah, we have seen this now: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. After Neptune, there was Pluto. But in August 2006, what happened? A meeting was held, and in this meeting, a meeting of International Astronomical Union was held, and in this meeting, a decision was taken that Pluto is not a planet. It may be called planet because it is very small in size. So, Pluto has been excluded from the category of planets. So, now there are only 8 planets. Okay, Pluto was considered as planet, but in August 2006, it was excluded from the list of planets. Okay, and now it is called a dwarf planet. Now we will know something about the Earth. The Earth is the planet on which we live, on which life is there. Okay, Earth is the only planet in the whole solar system where life exists, and Earth is our home. So now we will learn about Earth. The Earth is the third nearest planet to the Sun. Mercury, Venus, and then comes Earth. In size, it is the fifth largest planet. Okay. If we consider it from the viewpoint of size, it is fifth largest planet. And what is the shape of the Earth? The shape of the Earth is a circle. It's a round, but it is not a complete round. What we find that it is slightly flattened at the poles in the and in the south. At both the poles, at both the poles, it is slightly flattened, and that is why its shape is called geoid. Geoid means an Earth-like shape. Okay, so what is the shape of the Earth? The shape of the Earth is geoid, which means it is slightly flattened at the poles. Okay. Conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on the Earth. The Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. It has water and air, which are very essential for our survival. The air has life supporting gases like oxygen. Because of these reasons, the Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. So, what is the uniqueness of the Earth? Why we call the Earth a unique planet? Because it is only Earth which where life exists. It is only Earth where life exists. And why does life exist in the Earth? Because there are some conditions uh, existing on the Earth which are favorable for the life. For example, the first thing which is we experience on Earth, that the Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. Okay, the Earth is the temperature of the Earth is very much suitable for human being. Okay, if it is too hot, then human being will not be able to survive, and if it is too cold, then also human being will not be able to survive on the Earth. But what we find that there is balance of temperature. Then what else we find on Earth? That the Earth has water and air also, and we cannot think of our life without water and air. Air gives us air has some gases like oxygen, which is very much without which we cannot think of life, because every moment we breathe in oxygen. So oxygen is very much important for our existence. Likewise, water is also very important because 70% of our body is made up of water. We cannot survive for more than 3 days or 4 days without water. So water and air both are essential for our existence, and these are present on the earth only. That is why there is life on the earth, and that is why the earth is called a unique planet. Okay. Now, what we see that if we see the Earth from the space, what we find that the Earth appears blue. Why the Earth appears blue? Because two-third part of the Earth's surface is covered by water, and this is the reason why the Earth is called a blue planet. Okay, because why earth is called a blue planet? The earth is called a blue planet because when we see the earth from the outer space, it appears blue. And why it appears blue? It appears blue because two-third part of the earth's surface is covered by water. Okay, now we are coming to know about the moon. Moon is very lovely, and we used to like it very much, isn't it? Chanda Mama, you must have heard so many poems and songs about Chanda Mama. है ना? So now we will know about the moon. Now, moon, what is moon? Moon is the satellite of the earth. And what is satellite? Satellite is a celestial body. Okay? Satellite is a celestial body which moves around a planet. जैसे the planet, in the same way we find that the planet move around the sun and the satellite move around the planet. For example, our earth is there. Earth is a planet. It revolves around the sun, and the satellite of the earth, that is moon, the moon revolves around the earth. Okay, so, what is moon? Moon is a celestial body, and it is a satellite of the earth. And the moon is very smaller than the earth. If we compare the size of the earth and the moon, what we find that the diameter of the moon is one fourth of the earth. If the diameter, if I'm just telling you one situation, it's not true. If the diameter of the earth is 100 kilometer, then diameter of the moon will be one fourth of 100. It means 25 kilometers. So earth is four times bigger than the moon. Okay, but what happens that sun is much more bigger than the moon, but what we see that moon looks bigger to us. Stars are very looks very small to us, but moon looks very big to us. Why is it so? Because moon is very near to us. If we compare the distance of the sun and the distance of the moon from the earth, what we find that distance of the sun from the earth is very great, but distance of the moon from the earth is not very far away. It's not very far away. ठीक है? It is the moon is about 3,84,400 kilometer away from us. So what is the distance between the moon and the earth? It is 3,84,400 kilometer. And what is the distance between the earth and the sun? It is around 150 million kilometers away. You know how many lakhs in 1 million? There are 10 lakhs in 1 million. So million. 150 million kilometers away. It means that sun is far, far, far away from the earth, and the moon is not that far away from the sun, from the earth, and that is the reason that moon appears bigger to us. Okay. Now, another thing you must know about the moon, that the moon moves around the earth. You know this? I have told you that the moon moves around the earth. Now, how many days are taken by moon to complete one round around the earth? Actually, moon takes around 27 days. Moon takes about 27 days to complete one round around the earth. Okay. So what happens that two types of movement is going on. The moon is experiencing two types of movement. The one movement is that it is moving around the earth, and the another movement is that the moon is also moving around its own axis. Okay. Yeah, you have seen the top now, top, which is used to play by the children. In that top, what do you find? That the top moves around its axis. There is a point around which it moves. Likewise, the moon also moves around its axis. Okay. So there are two types of movement. The moon is moving around the earth, and the moon is moving on its axis. Okay. So what happens that it takes 27 days to complete one round around the earth, and it also takes the same number of days. It also takes 27 days to complete one round around its axis. It takes same time in both the movement, and because of this, what happens that only one side of the moon is visible to us. From earth we are able to see only one side of the moon. The other side of the moon, we are never able to see the other side of the moon, because the moon is taking the same time in revolving around the earth and in moving around its axis. So we are able to see only one side of the moon. The moon does not have conditions favorable for life. On moon there is no life, because their conditions is not suitable for life. Okay, it has neither air nor water. Then what we see that there are so many mountains and plains and depressions on its surface, and because of this, what happens that these mountains and depressions, these because of these we see shadow on the moon's surface, and that is the reason that the moon does not look bright all over the its surface. What we find that there are some part are dark, and this is the shadow. So in this way we find that the moon, this is the picture of the moon what we see from the space, and in this these are the shadows, which shadows are made because of the mountains and depressions. Now we are now we are knowing about asteroids. What are asteroids? What we see that there are numerous tiny bodies which move around the sun. Tiny bodies. These are very small bodies, and they also keep moving around the sun. These tiny bodies are called asteroids, and they are found. Where are they found? They are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. I can show you that how it looks between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. In the picture of a solar system, it is shown. You can see here. Look at this picture. What we see, this is asteroid belt. This is the tiny objects which are moving around the sun. And where is this located? It is located between the uh, orbit of Mars and Jupiter. This is called asteroid belts. It is considered that scientists are of the view that these asteroids are actually part of a planet which may be existing at very in very ancient time, and it may have exploded, and the tiny parts are um, the result of that explosion. So it is not a fact, but it may be the case. Okay. Now we will know about meteoroids. What are meteoroids? Meteoroids are small pieces of rocks. These are the small pieces of rocks, and these small pieces of rocks are also all the time they are also moving around the sun. Okay. Sometimes what happens that these meteoroids come in, they don't have any fixed place, as we saw in the case of asteroids, that they are found between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter, but in case of meteoroid, they don't have any fixed place. These are small pieces of rocks which always keep moving around the sun, and many times it happens that these meteoroids come near the earth, and they also drop upon it. And what happens when the meteoroids come near the surface of the earth? What happens that friction arises between these two surfaces, and because of friction the air get heated and it starts burning. Okay, which causes a flash of light, and when it enters the earth, we see it, that a flash of light. Okay. And sometimes what happens that a meteor without being, and it enters the earth, and a flash of light is being seen by us, and it completely burns out before reaching the surface of the earth. It completely burns out. Okay. But many times, sometimes it also happens that a meteor does not burn completely. Okay. And it falls on the earth, and that's thus creates a hollow, because it is dropping from a very high, great height. That's why it create hollows on the surface of the earth. Okay. Now what we sometimes in the clear night, when the night is completely clear, there is no cloud, you can have witnessed a white glowing path. You must may have seen a white glowing path across the sky. Okay. This is what is this? This is the Milky Way Galaxy. What is this galaxy? It is a cluster of millions of stars. Cluster means group. A white glowing path which we see across the sky is called the Milky Way Galaxy, which is a group of millions of stars. Okay. And what is very much important, that our solar system is a part of this galaxy. This Milky Way Galaxy is a group of millions of stars, and our complete solar system is a part of this galaxy. Okay. And in Indian ancient text, we read about Akash Ganga. it was named like this because it was considered to be a river of light, because it is a group of millions of stars, and stars emit lights. So uh, mm, it is a river of lights which is flowing in the sky. So it is called Akash Ganga. So Akash Ganga and Milky Way Galaxy both are same. For the Milky Way Galaxy name, which is we say in English, for this in Hindi we call it Akash Ganga. Okay. So, what is a galaxy? A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. Galaxy Galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that make the universe. Okay, so galaxy is a group of billions of stars, clouds of dust and gases, and one of such galaxies is Milky Way Galaxy. There are so many galaxies in the universe. One such galaxy is Milky Way Galaxy, and in this Milky Way Galaxy, we we find what solar system, and under this solar system we are living on the earth. So in this way the universe is made up of galaxies. The galaxies are so many galaxies are there in the universe. One of the galaxy is Milky Way Galaxy. Our solar system is the part of Milky Way Galaxy, and our earth is a part of solar system. So you can just you won't be able to even imagine the bigness of the universe, how big the universe. Okay, the size of the universe is not we cannot ascertain is it. Scientists are still trying to find out more and more about it. We are not certain about its size, but we know that all of us, you and I, belong to this universe. So you can see in this picture, what you see, that it is we, the human being, you and I, uh, we are living on the earth. The earth is a part of solar system. Solar system is a part of Milky Way Galaxy, and Milky Way Galaxy is a part of the universe. In the universe, what we find that such Milky Way galaxies are, there are so many galaxies in the universe. So you can see here, you can relate yourself with the universe now. You are on the earth, and the earth is a part of the solar system. Our solar system is a part of the Milky Way Galaxy, which is part of the universe. Think about the universe and the fact that it contains millions of such galaxies, millions of such galaxies. Okay, so this tells us the vastness of the universe. Okay, now in tomorrow's class we will discuss some parts which are left, like which are given extra informations which are given in the boxes. Then we will discuss, these are the extra informations which are given in the boxes. Then we will discuss the question answer. Okay.